What's up, guys? Hoosier here with another Clash of Clans episode. Today is another day in the Legend League push, and I got a couple of replays that I wanted to show you guys. Let's start off with this base here, and the reason, let's see, when I attacked this base, I was thinking that this narrow kind of corridor in the center, which is supposed to, separate these two compartments, I thought that was perfect for Pekka Bobat because if I can get the wall wrecker to come through here, if I can, funnel out as usual, then go through this corridor, I can get the queen, the eagle, this inferno, the town hall, and that inferno. So my goal is really just to get my wall wrecker through the entire thing because with these max walls, that's really tough to do. So that was kind of my mindset going into this attack and how I wanted to approach it. So I'm going to start off up here with some funneling. Sorry, let's speed it up a little bit. Alright. Couple P.E.K.K.A to funnel the elixir storages. King over there at 9 to walk down and clear out the trash there so none of my troops will walk around. Then when I see all the buildings are gone there, I drop my wall wrecker while my P.E.K.K.A are tanking. As soon as that opens up, drop the poison and drop the rest of my troops in there. Get an early rage once the wall wrecker is going to break through the second wall. It's going to clear out that compartment super fast. And at this point, both these wizard towers I think should go down. They're in range. I hit the tornado trap, but because they're in range of this multi-inferno, I wanted to hit the warden ability because I wanted to make sure all my troops stayed up so they can get that done. King made it all the way down here, which was perfect. I dropped a rage over here in the corner to get those two wizard towers down, and from here, I made it to my goal, which was to get to the town hall there. That was the toughest part, and at this point, it's all about patience. I just want to sit back and let the troops that are already there, I still got a healthy amount of troops. I just want to make sure that these guys can still clear out some of these other buildings that are hitting them with the healers. They're not doing enough damage, so at this point, as long as these troops can just kind of walk around, and I have two freezes, but these two are separated, so I'm going to need a freeze for each one. But I can't attack the wizard tower or the multi-inferno without freezing both of them at the same time. So I'd have to use both my freezes, so that's why I'm trying to be patient here. I want these troops to come in and knock out one of those two buildings. If that happens, or they're distracted, then it's easy. So I dropped the freeze down here because the P.E.K.K.A were going to distract the wizard tower up there, which allowed me to use both freezes to take down the multi-inferno. And at that point, wizard tower is not going to take down my P.E.K.K.A, so everything's free and clear, and we're good to go. So that is just going to be it for that base. But if you guys see that base with that like a corridor or something in the center, little gap that's separating the two, that's really good for Pekka Bobat because you want to make sure that the P.E.K.K.A and all your troops that you're leading in with the wall wrecker, you want to make sure that they stay in a narrow corridor. They stay in one little location. The problem is when they are going to like split out into a wide open space, then at that point, that's when you run into trouble because the healers can't heal everything, and you're going to run into this one, or into problems with that. This one was a really interesting base because they're obviously trying to go anti-Pekka Bobat. They basically say, hey, here, we'll give you this town hall, but as soon as you get through the town hall, now you're not going to be able to bat at all because of all these splash defenses around the backside of the base. They got the eagle back here, So my thought was, all right. One thing I did notice is they have no splash damage at all up here. So if I'm going to drop the bats up there, that's what I end up doing. And this was really just kind of a test base. You don't see a lot of bases with no with the opportunity for a bat bomb very often. You know, kind of everybody usually has their splash damage defenses spread out. So this one didn't. It had them all on one side, so I thought that this would be a good opportunity to test it out. And my goal here was just to clear this compartment with the bats. Because if the bats clear all the defenses in this compartment, and I start my main group over here, as long as they get through this wall right here, there's no defenses hitting them other than the town hall. So I figured at that point, then, you know, they're pretty safe. So that was my mindset going into here. So once the bats did their thing, they cleared up all the defenses at the top side. I'm doing my usual. You got to get that funnel. And once I get the funnel then going, I'm going to feel safe enough to drop the wall wrecker. And, you know, you guys have kind of seen every other attack that I've ever done is the exact same way. So it's just how I start all these attacks. Basically get all my troops in here. Gonna get a rage down. Got to get those. If those healers are raged and all the troops are in just within a few tiles, I'm generally pretty confident that none of them are taking any damage at all. And at that point, you know, the troops are going to stay alive. I hit the Warden's ability early, even though the wall wrecker wasn't being targeted. Maybe, looking back on it, maybe I didn't have to do that, but I did it because I wanted to make sure that the wall wrecker was inside the Warden's ability to make sure that he made it all the way. Which, the wall wrecker made it all the way, so that was my goal. I had to use 2 freezes on the town hall. Got to make sure 100% to get that 2-star, because otherwise, it's, you know, you're losing a lot of trophies if you don't get that town hall. So at this point, my queen is cleaning up, and there's not a lot of defenses left. I don't have any healers, but I don't know. So at this point, it's just really a matter of cleanup. I'll speed it up a little bit just to see. Some of you guys noticed in the beginning, you know, here's a spoiler alert. It wasn't a 3-star, but it was a time fail, and it was one of these. The reason why I wanted to show this was it was ending. You know, these 2 attacks were the last 2 that I had of the day, and I was having a really rough day throughout the start of the day. This is a good way to finish it off, and I thought this base was really kind of unique with the fact that they've got that island with no splash defenses. So if you are running P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, that's something you can consider. I think that the strategy worked, even though it was a time fail. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. That's going to be it. That's all I got to show so far. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And I will see you guys in the next video.